Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni says his government has worked diligently to keep coronavirus infections low. So far, the country has not recorded any deaths. In an exclusive interview with VOA affiliate NBS TV, Museveni, however, acknowledged that despite the successes in staving off the COVID-19, the disease has in many ways impacted Uganda and could potentially jeopardize the 2021 general election.
Well, if the virus can stop, like around June, we can have elections. What's the problem? If it stops like in June or what, you don't have to have a long campaign time. You don't have to.
And if it doesn't stop?
Of course, if it doesn't, it's very dangerous. You see countries which, that was one of the problems for Iran. They went on with the elections when the virus was already around, and they suffered. People gather, it's very dangerous. Mm-hmm. So if it can stop the virus, we can control it around June, even July. Elections are not a big issue, we can organize quickly. The only problem will be to have elections when the virus is still there. That will be the big problem.
So you're saying that if it is still there, it is possible that you can postpone the elections?
Of course, if it's there, it would be madness to say you go and people together. I don't think it will be wise.
That was Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni speaking exclusively to VOA affiliate NBS TV in Kampala. Critics of President Museveni say he is attempting to capitalize on COVID-19 fears to try and further entrench himself in power. For perspective, Africa 54's Paul Ndiho spoke to Mohammad Nsereko, an independent member of parliament for the Kampala Central Region.
Honorable Mohammad Nsereko, independent member of parliament for Kampala Central. Welcome to Africa 54.
Good day, and it's my pleasure to be here with you on Africa 54.
Oh, thank you so much. Right away, the Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni said in an interview that to hold presidential elections are expected early next year amidst the coronavirus would be madness. Your immediate reaction?
I want to believe that is his opinion as a president or as a citizen of Uganda. I know he's not an ordinary citizen. But again, that goes back to the most important question. Who directs the Electoral Commission? That should have been a question posed to the Independent Electoral Commission of the Republic. And it should be the Independent Electoral Commission to decide on whether elections should be there or not, as advised by the health expert. But for the president to come out and clearly state that it would be madness, that brings into question as to whether the Independent Electoral Commission of Uganda is actually independent and firm. From the statements of the president, it is clear that it might not be independent as it seems. It might be independent on the face of it with the name, but not fully independent. By the time he makes a declaration as to whether elections will be there or not, in an election where he will be a candidate, that means he's the candidate and the judge. Either way, the answer is very simple. You're not the Independent Electoral Commission.
President Yoweri Museveni is being credited for having done a remarkable job when it comes to his fight against COVID-19. Uganda has had fewer cases, even in terms of death. I don't think Uganda has reported any death this far.
Well, we are not quarreling with success, and we are not saying that Uganda has not been partly successful so far as we walk this journey in the fight, just like many other countries have registered success. However, we can also come out to say that everything should follow the path of the rule of law. So you cannot use the issue of COVID to overstep your mandate or to abuse the laws of the Republic.
As a member of opposition, if you are to grade President Museveni, I've seen him, for example, for the first time in a long time, giving credit to the doctors, the nurses, the people who are on the front lines of COVID-19, giving them credit publicly. If you are to grade him, what grade would you give him?
Well, we welcome anything that is good. Of course, all over the world, health workers have done a tremendous job. The health workers have been the frontline soldiers. without enough equipment but trying to save lives of people. I think it would have been terrible for him not to recognize that these people have done a tremendous job with 117 infections, no single death, and with very many recoveries. I would like to say we commend the job of health workers. They are saving lives of Ugandans. They are saving lives of people in the world, and they need a lot of credit. So I give him credit for that.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much for hosting me.